post-race press conference for the first ever Marrakesh ePrix, and almost joining us on stage are our top three finishers. The winner from Renault Sebastien Buemi, second place representing DS Virgin Racing, Sam Bird, and third place for his first ever podium finish in Formula E, Felix Rosenqvist of Mahindra Racing. Sebastian, if I could just ask you to move your trophy slightly to the side. Thank you very much. Continuing your perfect start to the season with 2 wins out of 2 races, but it looked far from straightforward. At what point did you actually realise that victory was possible?
I mean, with what happened, after the qualifying, we had the 5-place penalty that was going to make it a bit more difficult, but yeah, I had a bad first lap because in the end I consumed a lot of energy and overtook no one, so that was quite bad. So then I had to take it easy for 2-3 laps just to get the energy back. And then I started to overtake people, but obviously Felix and the other guys had taken a very big advantage. And after a few laps I realized I was not really on the same strategy, that I was going to go longer. And Sam was the only one, I think, at that point to be in a similar strategy. So I knew that I would have the edge, obviously, in the second stint. And then it was looking very good towards the end of the first stint, but I made a big mistake in turn 11, the one just before the pit entry. I braked too late in the last lap. I lost the regen and nearly went off, so I lost like 2-3 seconds, something like that. And then that made it a bit more tight with Sam in the box. And then obviously going out, I felt, obviously when you use a lot more energy, you feel quick. And then the question was how much quicker per lap we were, and at some point we were over a second quicker per lap. So I knew sooner or later we would catch, and then really towards the middle of the second stint, I knew we had an opportunity to win.
You mentioned there that you had quite a few overtakes and quite a few battles. Which one of those moves was your favourite?
I mean, obviously when you take the lead, it's always great, but yeah, I mean, all the overtakings were good, but maybe the one with, with Sam and with Felix were the best, because they were, putting me in a good position.
Congratulations on a great start. Sam, second place, and I guess after the accident in second practice, a fantastic team effort to ensure that you had both cars available for that race.
Yeah, so
I pressed the button. Now it's on. Okay, I don't need to do any more. Okay. Yeah, I need to buy the boys, I think, a couple of beers tonight, because they worked really, really hard. It was a big shunt, actually, a lot of damage. But yeah, the race was okay. Not particularly thrilled, but it's great to get points on the board. There's still a lot of work to do. We struggle in some areas. The circuit is different to quite a few that we go to, with the micro roughness of the surface. So our car didn't behave as brilliantly as I think the 2 guys sitting next to me. We struggled a bit more for the balance today, but even so, to come home with 18 points today is pretty strong.
You mentioned obviously the battle with Sebastian there. Was there any more you could have done to try and keep him behind?
No, there's no point. I would have wasted my own energy trying to battle with Seb. He's on his own little level at the moment. It's going to be very difficult to compete with that level throughout the season. Like I said, we need to improve. That's what we need to do. There's 19 guys fighting for second place currently. He's making it very tough for everybody else. He's driving very well. But yeah, if we can learn from today, I've got some ideas on what we need to be doing after following, and we will see.
Okay, well done on the second step. So Felix, congratulations on third place, but I guess also commiserations, because this was a race that you led for so long. Did you think that you were going to win it at any stage?
yeah, I mean, it started off, pretty well. Honestly, I have no real reference, because Hong Kong was something else. I crashed quite early in the first stint, and then it was just about doing fastest lap. But yeah, here I think the target was to be able to follow the energy target from my team, which worked really well. I think also I had for me, it felt like I was maximizing what I could do with the speed in the corners and so on, where I actually could fight for last time. And when I heard that said and Sam was behind me, I just knew that they were on another level, and there was no way I was going to compete with them, because I was already very tight on energy, and if I would already defend 2-3 times with them, I think it would be really hard to make the last couple of laps. So I think we did what we could today, and with the preparations we have, it's really good for us to have 2 podiums already. I think qualifying has been really strong for us, but definitely there's some steps to take in the race. But I mean, looking at Hong Kong, this is more than good.
Yeah, that was going to be the follow-on question. Obviously, you've proven that the one-lap pace is here. Where can you make the advancements in the race pace so that you could really start to challenge for the win?
Well, I mean, the race pace is such a complete different driving style. It's all about, carrying speed in the corners and saving as much energy as you can on the straight. So it's quite easy to get lost when you're not into it, really. I think it went pretty well, so I don't really know yet where I need to improve, but obviously Seth was really a lot quicker, and you heard that he even made a couple of mistakes and he was still able to catch me very easily. So yeah, as Sam said, he's on another level, and we need to not be happy with this and really push hard. But anyways, very happy with it.